Bom dia, Turende. Yeah. Bon dia, good morning, bombini. Protocol having been established. Thank you, Minister, for such an eloquent address this morning. Very inspirational. Thank you for taking us back to the 18th century, amongst other, and how it all started, actually. Welcome to another Cruise Symposium Aruba. As always, it is my pleasure to also share some thoughts with you this morning. And we were reflecting on 60 years. So Aruba has a long history of cruise tourism, which started in the early 50s with cargo ships that included passengers. At that time, cargo costs were escalating and cargo offerings to Venezuelan ports were declining. The Grace Line decided that with the Santa Rosa and Santa Paula ships and 2 freighters being converted to all container vessels, that they would be able to meet the requirements of the Caribbean region. Regular itineraries started then in 1958 with calls from Grace Line's Santa Rosa and Santa Paula ships serving the Caribbean, calling Curacao, La Guaira, Aruba, Kingston, Port-au-Prince, and Port Everglades, sailing from New York every 2 weeks. The ships were of 15,000 gross tons and had a capacity to carry 546 passengers. Today's ships are almost 900 times bigger than Aruba's first cruise ships, the Santa Rosa and the Santa Paula, in terms of tonnage. As a matter of fact, today's largest cruise ship, Symphony of the Seas from Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines, weighs double the amount of the average ship size, over 228,000 tons, and has a capacity to carry 6,600 passengers. This year, Aruba received its first Freedom class ship call, meaning part of the largest vessels of Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines. And last week, we welcomed Carnival Cruise Line's largest ship, Horizon. Yes, every year, cruise ships keep getting bigger and bigger. Yet we also see an upward trend in regards to smaller classes of ships with a more intimate feel. The global cruise industry continues to grow, with 27 million cruisers expected in 2018, 1 million more than last year and up from 18 million in 1979. There are also 27 ships coming out in 2018, according to CLIA, 10 for river cruising and 17 for ocean. The cruise industry is expecting to reach the 40 million passengers mark by 2024. And the total global economic impact is one of over $126 billion worldwide, and over 1 million people are employed through this industry. Now, reflecting again on our own cruise tourism development, in 1990, Aruba reached and surpassed the 100,000 cruise passengers mark, with rapid increases thereafter, surpassing the 500,000 cruise passenger mark in 2002. This was followed by an average yearly growth rate of 2.6% in cruise passenger arrivals. And this month, the results of an updated economic impact of cruise tourism research, which was conducted by the Business Research and Economic Advisors, BREEA, was released. Passenger and crew visits, along with additional expenditures by the cruise lines, generated a total of $102.8 million in cruise tourism expenditures in Aruba during the period of 2017-2018, so during that cruise season. This is up by 43% in comparison to the 2014-2015 cruise season, when the research was last conducted. While the Caribbean is still the global leader with over 35% ship deployment by cruise lines in our region, in order to guarantee satisfaction of customers and increased revenues, we must take carrying capacity aspects into account. Over the past 2 years, we finalized 4 important trajectories at the Aruba Tourism Authority. These, in essence, are our guiding principles, helping us best cope with the present and preparing us for tomorrow or the future. One of the endeavors has been the development of our multi-annual corporate strategy for the period of 2018 up to 2021. Not only did we focus on this period, but we also defined our aspiration towards 2025, along with strategies and interventions needed both today and tomorrow. 3 key themes guide our Tourism 2025 aspiration. These are value innovation, sustainability, and leadership. Value innovation to ensure tourism's substantial economic benefits by growing the value of the visitor economy at a faster pace than volume, and drive innovation to enhance attractiveness and international competitiveness. Sustainability by promoting controlled growth in ways that will contribute to our community's economic, social, and environmental well-being, with the balance between the needs of the visitors, community, and the industry. And leadership by strengthening the capabilities of the Aruba Tourism Authority as a forward-thinking tourism authority that leads Aruba's tourism industry and serves as a valuable resource for all stakeholders. Aruba's tourism product has benefited from significant and continued investments over the years. However, as a mature product, destination development, and as part of that, niche development, require extra attention and innovation. A different management of our human, natural, and cultural resources is also imperative, in order to avoid entering a cycle of diminishing returns. As part of the Destination Development Plan, Kumira pa Futuro, which we finalized in 2017, we made a commitment with stakeholders to conduct a carrying capacity study. A study which focuses on determining the balance between economic opportunities and growth, environmental integrity, and the quality of life of residents. As is evident based on the recently conducted carrying capacity study, a tourism product with a lifespan of over 60 years does leave a significant mark behind, both positive and negative. Yes, we have built and have a successful and leading tourism industry. But on the other hand, Aruba has overstretched several of its resources beyond sustainable levels. I believe most of us will agree that Aruba's tourism development approach to the future cannot be based upon its past success, as it will not guarantee similar results. Imperative in the immediate future is the consistent implementation of a tourism growth model based on a high-value, low-impact framework with benefits for the community, the visitors, and the environment. From a cruise tourism perspective, a high-value, low-impact tourism growth model and the respective development of our overall tourism product would entail Aruba keeping its current base of cruise visitors and incentivizing growth in the smaller and niche markets. This would mean a moderate average yearly growth rate of 2%. Essential is an increased focus on providing value-added experiences. Also a strategy not only focused on the attraction of smaller affluent lines with high-spending visitors, but also on strengthening the collaboration with the cruise brands to better reach and better cater to passengers, including high-spending passengers. Cruise tourism is one of our key marketing mechanisms, allowing cruise visitors to gain a first-hand experience of Aruba, and as such, it is an integral part of our strategy, to convert also cruise visitors into stayover visitors. So it is an integral part of our stayover strategy as well. As we seek to increase conversion, we want to, of course, attract high-spending visitors to stay more than a day on island. In 2019, we will conduct a study to learn more about our current cruise visitors and their profiles, and to also define actions to be undertaken to attract more smaller and niche cruise vessels. As we continue to enhance our data intelligence and learn more about the profile of our cruise visitors, we will strengthen our strategy to target high spenders, but we will also align our efforts to provide experiences and activities that match the profile of our cruise visitors. In addition, our marketing communication efforts on island shall also be enhanced to include more real-time, relevant communication through Wi-Fi hotspots and beacons. Since last year, November, we've been installing beacons around the island as a pilot project, so as to be able to measure the footprint of our visitors. And the beacons will eventually offer us the possibility to send timely messages to our visitors, promoting products and experiences with a goal to drive visitor spending. The beacons will also help us predict and manage the flow of visitors, thereby possibly guiding traffic to enhance the overall experience of our guests. Of course, we want to learn more about our visitor and expect you to do so as well. So this month, we launched our new data platform, arubainsights.com, which allows us to more efficiently disseminate visitor data and tourism insights. We invite you to visit the site to stay up to date and enhance your tourism intelligence. Ladies and gentlemen, with a significant increase of 21% in 2017, which was mainly driven by increased cruise calls during low season months, cruise passenger arrivals in both 2018 and 19 are projected to remain stable. Our integral tourism performance, and as such, A.T.A's performance, is measured through multiple indicators. My colleagues, Carolyn and Mario, will share more about our indicators and as such our performance with you this morning. Maintaining our position as a leading tourism destination will require continuous attention on enhancing what we offer. It will require tough decisions, but most importantly, it will require acting upon the right set of actions. It is essential for not only the A.T.A, but for the entire destination to be aligned. It is imperative for all of us to keep up with new trends and with the ever-evolving customer expectations. This symposium is to make sure that together we continue to maximize our combined results to the benefit of the destination, our cruise line partners, and you. I wish you a successful and fruitful morning and afternoon for those joining us this afternoon. And our cruise team have made a tremendous effort in ensuring that this year's symposium is another highly beneficial one. Allow me as such to recognize the team's effort and thank them for not only today's symposium, but for their efforts on a year-round basis. So thank you, Mario, our cruise manager, also Marushka, Emily, and Darlene. As we commemorate 60 years of cruise tourism today, let's be grateful and let's get ready for the next 60 years. The minister could not have said it better. Danke y mashapa bien. And it is my pleasure to now introduce to you my colleague, Carolyn van der Linden, our research specialist at the A.T.A. Yes, she's one of the data and numbers ladies, our team members at the A.T.A. And Carolyn will further elaborate on the performance of our cruise tourism industry. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.